Hi, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well this morning. Absolutely miserable day out there. It's the first morning I've done one of these videos that I've had to actually turn the lights on because it's so dark and miserable out there. The rain is hopping in the wind. But anyway, we're nice and cozy inside. So hope everybody's well this Wednesday morning. So today I am going to talk to you all about calendula oil. I thought I would talk about calendula oil because I use it a lot in my soaps and in my creams, and obviously my oils as well. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about it. I make my own calendula oil here at the Wrens Nest. I grow the flowers out in my garden, and then I collect the flowers, usually at the end of a long, hot, sunny day. Not that we get too many of them, but when I say long, hot, sunny day, I mean like a dry, sunny day. You don't want to be collecting damp flowers. So I collect the flowers, they go into my hot press usually to dry out for up to a week. It depends, it can take up to a week. And then I pack them into a big jar, fill it up to the top with, I use organic sunflower oil for making my calendula oil. And then it sits in my sunny bedroom window for 6 to 8 weeks maybe. And this is what it looks like. I have one at the moment that's just ready to be drained off. So it's packed with calendula flowers. I give it a good shake every so often, mixes up all the flowers, and it takes all the goodness out of the flowers and goes into the oil. So I make my own calendula oil, and this stuff is absolute magic. So many good properties. It's been around an awful long time and has been used for an awful long time. There's recorded writings back as far as World War I where they were using it directly on the skin of soldiers who've been wounded. It's a really good, it has the property of being able to stop bleeding and heal wounds. So they used to put the calendula flowers directly onto the wounds of soldiers who'd been injured in the war, and it would heal their skin and help speed up the healing process. So there's a lot of recorded writings about from that time when it was used, but it's an absolutely incredible oil. It's been used for skin treatments for going back way back, right to almost the beginning of time. There's a lot of writing as well about it, how it had been used for all sorts of things. It's an antiseptic, it's anti-inflammatory, it's antifungal, antiviral. It's believed to help detoxify the body, and it's also an antioxidant. So incredible properties. So you can see why it's been used for a very long time, especially with regards to skincare. I think we have an intruder. Do you want to close that door for me, sweetheart? I have a little girl homesick from school today. Not looking too sick. You want to say a quick hello? Okay, off you go. Yeah, so it has a lot of incredible properties. So it tends to be used an awful lot in skincare. And the fact that I can make my own is brilliant because it means I'm growing it in my garden, so I know exactly what's going into the soil. I don't use sprays in my garden. I stopped doing that last year. So I don't use any sort of sprays like that in my garden anymore. I only use organic feeds. So although I'm technically not organic yet, but my flowers are grown organically, and I use, as I said, organic sunflower oil then to make my calendula oil. But it's great to be able to literally grow them and then pick them, and I make the oil myself, and then that oil goes into the products that I make. So I get a really big kick out of doing that, and it's great to be able to do it. The other thing that calendula oil is really good for is it has the ability to stimulate tissue repair, and by that I mean that if your skin is damaged, it stimulates the cells to produce new cells faster than if it wasn't present, and it also helps with the secretion of collagen in the skin, which is good for us older ladies, because as we get older, collagen breaks down and disappears from your skin, so you need products that will put collagen back into your skin and foods that will put collagen back into your skin, because what collagen does is that it improves the elasticity of the skin, so it tightens everything up. And as we get older, our skin loses that, and that's why you tend to see your skin sagging and getting not as tight because the collagen has gone out of it. So anything that can put collagen back into your skin is great, and calendula oil can do that. And as I mentioned, it also helps heal wounds and stop bleeding too. So it's a really good one to use in a salve, like a first aid salve. I spoke a couple of weeks ago about my cleansing balm, the clean cleansing balm, and how I was going to be changing the name of it shortly, because I'm going to call it more of a all-purpose balm. And the reason being is that I discovered that it's a really good one to use on scratches and scrapes. It heals the skin really quickly, but because it's an antifungal and an antiviral and an antiseptic, it will stop a wounded area getting infected. So a really good one to use in just general first aid. So it's a really good all-round multi-purpose product to have in your first aid cabinet or in your skincare range. I use my calendula oil in not all my soaps, most of my soaps. There's one or two that don't have calendula oil, but most of my soaps have calendula oil in it. Hi Dana, good morning. So most of my soaps would have calendula oil in it. I would use it in the likes of my hardworking hands cream and my cozy feet for the purpose of helping to heal the skin. The hardworking hands cream is for hands that really take a lot of abuse. So that calendula oil will help to soothe, help to heal any scratches and scrapes, and it helps to soften the skin and repair any damage. And the same reason I use it in my cozy feet, to help fix those feet that are in need of a bit of extra care. And also it's an antifungal, so very good to have in a foot cream as well. But it will go into quite a few of my products. I use it in my lip balm as well, my honey and calendula lip balm. It's one of the main ingredients in that. So a really good lip balm, because it will help to keep the lip soft, but it will also form kind of a protective barrier as well, so it stops them drying out and getting cracked and sore. And if you do have cracked or sore lips, it helps to heal that as well. But the main thing that I would use calendula oil for in my products is for my body oils. So if you've bought them from me before, they come in a little bottle like this. And the only ingredient really, bar the essential oils, is the calendula oil. It's just pure calendula oil. And then I make up all my own blends that I would put into the oil, so depending on what I want the oil to do. But regardless of what blend goes into that bottle, your base is calendula oil, so you know it's going to be anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antiseptic. It's going to be antioxidant. It's going to help improve the condition of your skin because it will regenerate skin growth or cell repair. It's going to improve the elasticity of your skin because it's going to help increase the collagen in your skin. So before any of the essential oils do any of their work, the calendula oil is going to do all that for your skin. Calendula oil has been used a lot as well to treat skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis. There's a lot of information on the internet about it. They've done a lot of studies, and it has been shown to, I don't want to say heal, because it's hard to say heal and be 100% about it, but in the studies that they've done, it has shown a marked improvement for the majority of people that have used it, that suffer with eczema or psoriasis. It has helped to improve the condition of the skin. And from all those things that I've just told you about regenerating cell growth and improving collagen, you can see how it would work. Anti-inflammatory is one of the key properties of calendula oil, and anti-inflammatory means that it helps to reduce inflammation in the skin. And inflammation, if you suffer from psoriasis or eczema, that's what it looks like. It's inflamed skin. You get a lot of raised marks on your skin, and that helps to improve that. And as an anti-inflammatory, it also helps conditions like rheumatism, arthritis, gout, any of those. Hi Sheila, is it good for acne? Yes, it is good for acne. Again, just for what I was saying, the anti-inflammatory reasons, it helps to, acne is often, when you look at acne on the skin, it's very inflamed, sore skin. So it helps with that inflammation. It helps to reduce it. And because it's also antiseptic and antifungal, it will help with that side of acne as well. And it'll help with the buildup of bacteria in the skin. It'll help to reduce that. And then the other side, as I spoke earlier, it helps to stimulate tissue repair, because it will help the skin cells to reproduce faster and therefore heal any problems with acne. So it's a good one to try to help acne as well. And the couple of blends that I've about 6 different blends that I do. I won't go through them all because you just get sick of listening to the sound of my voice, but I'll put all the details below afterwards. But I'll tell you a couple of them. One of the first oil blends that I made, apologies for the half empty bottles, but these are just all my own bottles I'm showing you this morning. One of the very first oils I made was this one, Kay's blend. I have an aunt that suffers with rheumatoid arthritis, and she wanted something to help relieve the pain and the soreness and the stiffness. So I came up with this blend for her. It has it has lemon, lavender, and chamomile essential oils. I just use essential oils in my products. I don't use any fragrance oils. A fragrance oil would be an artificially created oil that smells like something. So you might get a lavender fragrance oil which smells like lavender, but it's artificially created. I don't use any of those. I just use essential oils because I love the smell of them. They're a natural oil, but also for their properties. So in that blend, the Kay's blend that I made for my aunt, the blend of lavender, chamomile, and lemon helps reduce inflammation. It helps the pain. Lavender and chamomile are 2 very good essential oils to help with pain relief, and they do help with pain. And then the lemon in that as well will help to break down any build up in the joints. So people that suffer with rheumatoid arthritis or build up of deposits of like minerals in the joints, which can make your joints very stiff, the lemon will help to break that down, and it helps to get it out of the body. So that particular blend was one of the first that I made. My aunt has been using it for well over a year now, and she swears by it. She loves it. And so it's a good one as well for just general aches and pains. I suffer quite badly with tennis elbow, particularly in the summer months. I work in a garden centre, so there's a lot of lifting and dragging and heavy trolleys and all that. So I use that on my elbow and my forearm and my shoulder, particularly in the summer months, and I get great relief. So that was one of the first ones that I made. Sheila, you were asking me if it was good for acne. Yes, it is. And the blend that I would recommend you try out if you wanted to try one out is the Beautiful blend. So Beautiful I use in a few of my products, but that particular blend of essential oils is, again, lavender, chamomile, and rose, 3 of the most beautiful, most gentle essential oils that are out there. But again, those specific oils will help with reduction of any inflammation. They will help heal scarring. They're also, the lavender would be very antiseptic and antifungal, antioxidant, so will help heal the skin. And the rose is really good to use in skincare as well because it's just beautiful on the skin. It helps with soreness, it helps to regenerate the skin, and it just smells amazing. So that particular one, it would be a good one to try if you wanted to try the calendula oil on your face. A little goes a long way with these, just a couple of drops in your skin and massage it in. That's the Beautiful blend. I'll show you 1 or 2 others. A newer one for me that was the most recent one that I did, which has been really popular and is actually, I'm getting great feedback from customers about it, is this one. It's called One for the Girls. Again, I kind of made this with myself in mind because at certain times of the month, you'll know yourself, ladies, we get a bit highly strung, a bit stressed, a bit emotional, sometimes a bit like we want to kill everybody around us. This is the blend that you need to use at that time of the month. It's the blend of essential oils is, if I can remember correctly, lavender, chamomile, bergamot, and clary sage. Really good to calm you down, take the edge off, but more importantly, it helps to balance the hormones. So if you struggle with any issues of hormonal imbalance, it's a good one to use for ladies, older ladies maybe, who are heading into menopause or dealing with all that at the moment. This is a really good one. It just helps to balance the hormones and helps to keep you calm. And I'm getting great reviews from people on that, and I love that with myself. What else have I got here? This is another one that I love myself. Stress Less, kind of says it all really. Lemon, lemon, lavender, and clary sage. Did I get that right? Lemon, lavender, and clary sage. I'd have to check that, but I think that's right. I'll put the details below anyway. The Stress Less does exactly what it says on the front. It helps you just stress less. It calms you down. It's a really good one I find myself using quite often. And again, it's all just natural essential oils, and I choose the oils in my blends for what they do for the body and for the mind. So that whatever the name says on the front, that's pretty much what it's going to do for you. One that I don't have here that would be one of my favorites that I use an awful lot is my fatigued blend. I have a fatigued soap as well, and it is definitely up there with my top of my favorite blends. Fatigued is bergamot, rose geranium, and rosemary. And I would always say to people, if your body is tired or your mind is tired, fatigued is the one to go for. It is just for achy muscles. It will help with pain and loosen you up. But for the mind, especially if you need to focus on something, you have a big job coming up or you've got a busy day ahead, it's a blend that that definitely just helps you focus. Focuses the mind. Rosemary is great for that, and I love Fatigued for that. But I'll put all the information about the individual oils at the bottom of this video, so you can look them up afterwards. Just let me have a look here. Yes, good question, Anna. Are they for the body or would you use on your face? The only one of these oils that I would use on the face is the Beautiful blend, which was this one here that I showed you. It is the one that has the lavender, chamomile, and rose essential oils in it. Just because they are very, very gentle oils, they won't aggravate the skin in any way. Not that the others will aggravate the skin, but the skin on the face would be a lot more sensitive than the skin on the rest of your body. So that's the only blend I would use on the face. The other ones would be for the body. You can use them as a massage oil. I tend to use them after I get out of the shower. I put them on everywhere. You can also use them as a body oil. If you have a diffuser, don't use them in a diffuser because the calendula oil will clog the diffuser on you. You're only supposed to use pure essential oils in your diffuser, but they're a bath or a body oil. But I would often use them throughout the day. If you've come home from work and you need to get on with stuff in the afternoon, but you're wrecked, take a little bit of Fatigue, rub it here around your neck, put it on your forearms, around the back of your neck. You can rub them in anywhere. I have a new product in the pipeline. That will be maybe a couple of months away, which is like a concentrated blend of these oils in a little small roller bottle that you can keep in your handbag, that you can massage into your temples and into your throat at different times of the day when you need it. But that's coming down the line. But these can be used at any time. But they are a body oil as opposed to a facial oil. The Beautiful one can be used on your face. You possibly could get away with using some of the others, but I wouldn't, just because your skin and your face is more sensitive, and particularly I'd be more concerned about it getting in your eyes, whereas the Beautiful blend is gentle enough that you can use that on your face. So those are all my body oils, and hopefully you know a little bit more now about the amazing powers of calendula oil. I love it. I love the fact that I can grow the calendula flowers in my garden and make this gorgeous oil myself. I will be getting out into the garden very shortly in the next couple of weeks, getting ready for the season ahead. But the great thing about calendula is if you have calendula in your garden, you don't need to plant it again. It will keep reseeding itself and it will pop up all over the garden. So it's a really good one if you're not into gardening and you're not great at gardening, or you think you don't have green fingers. Buy a little packet of calendula seeds. The kids can plant them. And you can plant them directly into the soil once the weather heats up a little bit. So you're probably talking another month. You can plant them directly into the soil where you want them to grow. You don't have to mind them, don't do anything. Just stick your finger into the soil, push the calendula seed in and cover it, and it will grow. Or you can grow them really easy in pots or hanging baskets as well. Yes. Thank you, Anna. It's true, it can't get any more natural. That's what I love about it. It's great, love it. And I love that I get to grow it in my own garden and make my own oils, and hopefully those of you that use them love them too. So get yourself some calendula, try and grow it yourself. I've told you how easy it is to make your own oils. You pick the flowers, you dry them out in the hot press until they're completely dry. You put them in a little glass jar, you fill it to the top with oil, you leave it in a sunny window for 4 to 6 weeks, and you've got your own calendula oil. And the stuff is amazing. You can use it neat. You don't have to add any essential oils to it. But if you want a nice scented one that will do great things for your body, you can take a look at mine as well. And I'll put all the details below. Hi, Janie. if you've enjoyed the video, I would love if you would share it. If you know anybody that you think might be interested in learning a little bit more about calendula, or might be interested in trying some of the oils themselves, I'd love if you would share it. You don't have to. Thank you to everybody who joined in this morning. It's lovely to have people typing as I'm and talking to me as I'm talking. What oil would I use? Ooh, all of them. These are all my bottles, Anna, that are on the go at the moment. I use them all. It very much depends on the mood and the frame of mind that I'm in. If I need uplifting, I'll use my fatigued. If I'm exhausted, I'll use my fatigued. If I'm a bit stressed and wound up, the stress less is great. If I just want a nice oil and I'm not agitated or stressed or anything like that, I will use the Beautiful, because it's just a really gorgeous oil. It smells amazing, makes you feel lovely. Hey Debs. So that's the one that I would use on a kind of a, I suppose, day-to-day basis. But all the others, then it just depends on the frame of mind, on what what I want the oil to do. If I need help getting through the day, I will look at the other ones. So that's it. If you have any questions, please jump them on, or put them on down below, and I'll answer them later on. As I said, thank you so much to everybody who joined in. It's been great having people with me as I talk. And next week, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I do have a new soap to release, though, so maybe I'll keep that till next week. It's a new one with lavender and peppermint and lots of scrubby poppy seeds. Still trying to work on a name on that one, but maybe I'll show you that one next week. But I'll be here same time next week for our Wednesday web chat. Thank you everybody who joined. And I will talk to you all soon. Have a lovely day. You don't think you'll get out to do too much today because it's pretty miserable out there, but enjoy your day. Bye.